Alright, I'm going to make a quick little video on just kind of like some highlights that I can remember off the top of my head. There's so much to speak about, and I'd love to talk about it directly with yourself or any of you guys in comments in person, in some chats on the phone, whatever's good. But just a little explanation on why I'm so all over the place and ass backwards sometimes. Born in 77 at 111. I spent 11 months in my mom, um, heavily depressed and full of anxiety for most of my young childhood up until 20s and 30s. Lots of emotional misunderstanding what the hell was going on with life. Attempted suicide, it didn't work, it should have. Ate a bunch of pills. I've been face to face with the shape-shifting reptilian. In 2015, when my wife decided to leave, or have me leave and have the kids stay with her, and then for them to cut off all contact with me, I had what we call just an ego death. At that point, I was under the impression from what I had, this knowingness that a higher aspect of myself had braided its energies with myself. It was called an Arcturian. That's what I was told. I had an understanding and knowledge of this loosh system, anti-pranic system, and I had a complete and total understanding on why I was, for several years, classified as crazy, and blood was drawn, pills were given. I'm not too sure about my family and their specific roles as far as helping or hindering my progress, intentionally, unconsciously, or whatnot. But I do know that for me personally, on this awakening process, I had to prove myself right or wrong with all of this knowledge about mind control, timelines, the end of time, my role as a human that was involved with trauma and technologies and just diverting timelines into what we would call a lower vibrational timeline. I had zero awareness of even like reincarnation before this point. Now, I was always into foo-foo stuff, Reiki and crystals and stuff like that. And I loved all the chakra stuff. I didn't understand at all what the colors and the energetic signatures represented, and how they were basically etheric parts, kind of like our organs, our physical parts, to a different body, another aspect of our multi-dimensional aspects. So for me, ever since 2015, I really lost contact with what little beings, physical beings I had in my life. I had a best friend, one friend basically my whole life. And when you start talking about this, especially with these kind of matrix people who are just in it for the money, accumulating as much, I guess, popularity and money. So he's a great person. He's got a great following, and but he's selfish. And even beings like my sister, she's a beautiful person. She's very popular and very talented at cutting hair and stuff like that. And my mother, she's a successful person with a beautiful property in Sedona. But none of these beings wanted to know anything about this invisible world that intertwines its energy with us daily. So I've been walking the path with Tara Bunny and learning more about myself and what's real and what isn't, and learning who I am by figuring out who I'm not. Um, I have still healing to do. I work on myself every day, and I'm excited to meet with my tribe in physical format and help heal each other. Um, I'm grateful for you. I have so many different ways to look at things. I feel like I have lots of implanted memories, but also recovered memories. And it's a lot more than love and light. Um, Love is all that is after this. And as far as what's true and real, and as far as where I came from before this existence, it was pure love. Um, I'm here for you. And I've got a lot of life experience. So I've dealt a lot with what we would call alien technologies. And I seem to look at things a little differently because of my path and past and experiences and memories. So I'd love to shed light on any questions anybody has. I'm here for you. I'm grateful for you being there for me. And yes, I am crazy as fuck, but we live in a crazy world, so I think those two negatives make it perfectly apparent that I'm striving to recover my truth of who I am, was, and forever will be, which is a positive being. Faith, grace, love, and light. Light is truth, and my love is unconditional most of the time. I'm still working on my judgments and my faults, and I only shine light on them just so I know where I need to work, not out of guilt or shame or any regrets. For me personally, I feel like I was born to love and to be a parent. And so I just hold space every day that my daughter wants to find out who I really am and what it's really all about. Because I think I'd make one hell of a parent. I got lots of mother energy and lots of father energy and a shitload ton of child energy. So I'm just grateful for you guys, and I'm grateful to nurture others that desire healing and want to be treated with the respect they deserve, and maybe don't remember how to express the self-love, but have that desire and intention to find the self-love. And then we could expand our love outwardly from our core essence and embrace the whole world, all of humanity, all of the animals and plants. It's a beautiful thing. Love you. Bipolar as fuck. I love my Tara. I love my tribe.